the national and international partners in education, government, private sector, and organization. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta has produced many outstanding graduates who have proven to be the champion generation throughout Indonesia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Winarti, Rektor UTP Surakarta. UTP sebagai salah satu institusi pendidikan dengan tagline Kampus Juara, senantiasa aktif mendorong mahasiswa untuk mengikuti kejuaraan di tingkat nasional maupun internasional. Hal ini telah dibuktikan dengan memenangkan berbagai kejuaraan, baik di bidang olahraga, teknik, ekonomi dan bisnis, serta pertanian. UTP memiliki slogan Program Belajar Tepat Waktu. Program ini bertujuan untuk memotivasi mahasiswa agar dapat menyelesaikan kuliah tepat waktu di bawah bimbingan para dosen yang handal dan berpengalaman, serta dilengkapi dengan sarana prasarana akademik yang memadai. Kami persiapkan lulusan yang kompeten, kompetitif, dan berkarakter sebagai tunas-tunas pembangunan bangsa. Jadilah generasi juara bersama UTP Surakarta. UTP Juara.
The spirit of Java describes how Solo has evolved into a dynamic city that is forward-thinking in all fields, including education. As one of the best private universities in Solo, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta has a commitment to educate the nation as well as to develop champions' educations and character. Have you ever imagined yourself as a future champion? Be a champion with Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta. What comes to your mind hearing the word champion? Winner, success, or excellence?
Halo semuanya, halo, masuk, oke, matiin lagi. Selamat pagi, halo Pak Yafi.
Selamat pagi Pak Rama ya?
Nggih Pak,
Oh iya,
nggih.
terima kasih Pak Rama. Ada teman-teman ya di sana ya?
Nggih Pak, ini ada teman-teman semua nih dari tim ICT.
Oh iya, ini pesertanya belum di-accept atau
Belum, nanti dulu. Kok gojek semuanya interview Bob ya?
enggak? Ini karena di Salatiga tuh suhunya 13 derajat aja.
Salatiga lagi winter ya?
Salatiga tuh agak naik dikit 7 derajat sudah. Ada siapa aja di situ?
Rame Pak, sini rame Pak.
Oh iya,
Oke oke. Udah masuk, Pak Jesus? Good morning, Mr. Jesus. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm going to be a moderator today. That we are so pleased that you want to spend your time for our event. Thank you, Mr. Jesus Rafael Boado Harata.
You're welcome.
Hi,
Mm.
Jesus. How are you?
Hi, Ali. Yeah, I'm good. We're just having typhoon here, but we're okay.
Training.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you have another conference today?
Yes. I'll be at a face-to-face conference later this afternoon.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's already afternoon there, right? In the
Uh,
Philippines?
1 p.m. Manila time.
Yeah. It's in the morning here.
Mm.
13 degrees now.
Mm.
So thank you for joining anyway.
Yeah, uh, yeah, this will give us opportunity also to invite you maybe to our conference here,
Oh,
face-to-face.
sure. I think it will be in November, and we are
Mm.
in the period of budgeting and also
Tapi aku pernah dengar suara
programming. And I think Miss Dia will talk to you later about the representative of UTP joining in your conference this November.
Yeah, sure.
I'm really glad to see you there. I think either me or Miss Dia will accompany one of the representative in from UTP to join to your conference.
Yeah, that would be great. To see you face to face.
Sure, yeah. We actually invited Ibu Rector, Madam Rector, Professor Winarti, to join this morning just to have like greeting, and we can talk further about our collaboration in the near future about City Teacher. Unfortunately, she has another agenda. She has another meeting this morning, so her speech is pre-recorded, and I think we can talk about this later on another day about our city teacher program.
Yes. We're planning to send our teacher, no, our students for the city teacher program. Uh, we will plan about it. Yeah,
How
maybe
many
not
students? How many students?
we haven't recruited yet, but we're
Mm.
hoping to send at least 3 because we also have other partners.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Mr. Yavi and Mr. Rafael, we are going to start our event. So let's start for today. Then thank you for your time after all. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Welcome to our International Conference of Economic Education, Technology and Environment 2024. Thank you everybody for coming for today, and this is our second international event, and we are so happy that we start our event today. Uh, as a committee, try our best to make you satisfied and happy and feeling great for this event. So we are always trying our best to make you comfort here. Okay, there are several events for today. There are several speakers as well. And before we are going to start, I want to say thank you to honor Mrs. Winarti as a rector, and then our BOD, Board of Director of Tunas Pembangunan University, and then the Honorable Mr. Yafi from UTP, Mr. Jesus Rafael Boado Jarata from Philippines. Thank you very much. And I want to say thank you for everybody. And I'm not forget after all to say thank you for the committee as well and the participant. We are so happy that we have participants from overseas and Indonesian as well. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to start from today, and I would like to say hi to Mr. Yafi. Hello, Mr. Yafi.
Hello, good morning,
Good,
Pak Rama.
good morning, Mr. He is our honorable main speaker, and Mr. Yafi is pursued his education in PhD degree in Semarang, Indonesia, and then he got a scholarship. Did you, LPDP, Mr. Yafi?
I am currently pursuing my PhD now
Mm.
and enrolling for the PPE scholarship.
Okay. Oh, Pepe. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your information. I'm happy that you want to join for today, Mr. Yafi, because I know
Thank
you for a
you.
long time, and he is a very funny man and very fun. So if we're talking together or just two of us, he is very good man. Hello, Mr. Yafi, and he is want to share about artificial intelligence. Why you pick that? Theme for your research?
Well, this is important topics, and we're currently
Mm.
facing many aspects of artificial intelligence, and it is affecting many sectors, especially education is our concern, and how we deal with the ethical issues and how it implies with our educational sectors, especially for language learning. I think it's important for us to discuss that points of view, and I think it will be much important if we can have further discussion in this international conference.
Okay. And sorry to say, I'm forget I didn't say my name. My name is Rama. You can call me Rama for the participant if you didn't recognize me before. To be honest, we already chat for some of the participant that I am speak to participant and become a moderator as well. And Mr. Yafi, why AI? Because I think that AI is very famous in the world, not only in Indonesia. AI for music, AI for changing face, AI for language, and now you make some research in AI for language. This is a very hot topic, I believe. And what kind of expecting you in AI in Indonesia?
Well, it has been a rapid changing within
Mm.
the AI sectors and also the what we call as its implication to the language learning, and it implies a lot of sectors. And one of them, my concern is on education because as you mentioned earlier, that I'm currently pursuing a PhD in education, especially language learning, and that's my major. And in further in my presentation, I would like to talk about how AI can transform and can be used for language teachers for their teaching and learning processes. And I think there are many tools, many equipments applications, online applications, whether this is free or of charge or not free, for example, that you have to pay. And I think further we can discuss this later on.
Okay, very nice. Before we start, Mr. Yafi, I got some request that we shall take a picture together for everybody, even though it's from Zoom online. But I believe taking picture is going to be a good memories for all of us that we are make some international conference today. Okay, so please everybody make your camera on and we get some pictures. Okay, are you ready? Okay, some of us not open the camera, that's okay. We are not pushing them. But okay, thank you, Mr. Ali Roshid, Mrs. Nur Akifa. Rosilali PSIS from Semarang. Okay, please open your camera as well so we can take a picture. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Rafael and Miss Dia, Miss Mutiara. Okay. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to count. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and now say cheese once again. Please, everybody say cheese so I can see your teeth from the camera. Okay. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Okay, thank you very much. I'm happy that you are so cooperate for today. Okay, please, Mr. Yafi, you can show your results. From now on, the time is yours.
Thank you very much, Pak Rahman. And I think I am delighted and I'm honored to be here with you all to be speaking about artificial intelligence, a very hot topic, as Pak Rahman has mentioned earlier. And I think we're going to be talking about this in terms of education and also language learning. Can you please help me sharing my screen, my PowerPoint? All right. So once again, good morning or good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today at the International Conference at Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta. Once again, my name is Muhammad Ali Yafi. You can call me Yafi, and I'm a faculty member of the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education. And today we're going to be talking about a very exciting and important topic, which is the role of artificial intelligence in language education, its implications, and the ethical issues surrounding it. We all know that AI is having a profound impact across various sectors, but its influence on education is both revolutionary and challenging. AI is not only transforming how we teach and how we learn languages, but also how we conceptualize education itself. So let's talk about this. Next slide, please. All right. AI's application in education are broad and varied. One of the most significant uses in adaptive learning software, which tailors educational content to meet the individual needs of students. This ensures that each student receives a personalized learning experience. We also have online platforms like MOOCs. We all know that, a massive open online courses and also open learning, for instance, which provide accessible education to millions of students, of educators around the globe. But yet, we all know that the COVID-19 pandemic has accelerated our digital awareness and the adoption of AI in education. It highlights the importance of technology in maintaining continuity in learning itself. Next slide, please. All right, so let's focus specifically on language learning. So AI-powered tools such as English Core or Duolingo, for example, have become incredibly popular. So these tools offer several benefits that they provide real-time feedback, for instance, which is crucial for learners to correct mistakes immediately and improve faster. They also automate scoring, saving time for both learners and educators. And most importantly, they help enhance all 4 key of language skills. We all know that the key of language skills, the 4 language skills are listening, comprehension, reading, speaking, and also writing. And so with AI, learners can practice their pronunciation, they can practice their grammar, the structure, they can drill their vocabulary with instant corrections, making the learning process more efficient and also effective. Next slide, please. And so AI in education certainly has its advantages. For instance, AI tools can enhance academic writing by generating human-like content. They are also beneficial for coding, for example, and other technical tasks, providing support that can significantly aid learning. However, at the same time, There are also downsides. One major concern is biases. AI systems can perpetuate the existing biases, leading to, unfair treatment of certain groups. That ethical concerns like plagiarism and the spread of false information are also significant issues in this matter. And so AI's accuracy is not always reliable. I should mention that. It's essential to use these tools responsibly, and we keep their limitations in mind. We need to consider that they have limitations and we should keep it in our mind. Next slide. So talking about ethical issues of AI in education, that ethical issues are a critical aspect of AI in education. And one major challenge is ensuring the integrity of online assessments, for example, especially for those taking TOEFL test, online TOEFL test, or TOEFL-like test, English for standardized tests, taking online. And also the infrastructure needs to be robust to prevent cheating and accurately track the student's progress. This is very important. How a teacher or educator can track accurately how student can progress through their learning processes. And so UNESCO has developed guidelines to address these challenges. We can talk about this further. But then these guidelines call for regulatory agencies, the service providers, and also educational institutions to work together to ensure that AI is used ethically. They stress the importance of protecting the data privacy, for example. They stress on how to ensure transparency, and they emphasize to maintain accountability in the operations of artificial intelligence itself. Next slide. And so there are several best practices for the AI utilization. And I think it is important to also listen from your perspective, from your experiences later in our discussion sessions. And to effectively integrate into AI into the academia, to the arena of academics, we need to follow certain best practices that we must integrate AI thoughtfully. For example, we need to ensure that AI complements rather than replaces traditional teaching methods, not only transferring knowledge, but also transferring values in terms of the teaching and learning processes in the classrooms. And so awareness of AI's limitations and ethical implication is crucial. Educators and students alike should understand what AI can or cannot do in this matter. So human oversight remains essential. While AI can provide support, the role of human educators in guiding and mentoring students cannot be, I think, understated, right? And this helps maintain academic integrity. It helps enriches the learning experiences. And so the next slide, I would like to talk about the recommendations for educators. That for educators, embracing technology is not just about using new tools, but also understanding and integrating them effectively. Promoting AI literacy among teachers is also important and it's also critical nowadays. And more comfortable teachers are with AI tools, and then the better they can incorporate them into their teaching practices will bring them to the sophisticated education processes or learning experiences for the teachers as well as the educators. So AI should be used to support, not replace. I have to mention this just to underscore what I'm talking about. AI should be used to support, not to replace the traditional methods. Like I mentioned earlier, it is a tool to enhance education, it provides educational or additional resources and insights for the educational processes. And we need to make sure that the authenticity of the student skills and also capabilities is also crucial to keep in our mind. AI can help with this, but it's up to us to maintain the genuineness of the learning experiences. Last in my presentation, the last slide in my presentation, that to wrap up, that I think AI's impact on education is inevitable and growing. We all know that. We are facing that. We are currently in a situation of everything AI. Okay, like AI is our fingertip by the time. While it brings many opportunities for personalized learning experience, increased accessibility and experience, it also presents significant ethical challenges that we must address these issues. So I think using AI wisely and also ethically is crucial to leveraging its benefits while mitigating its risks. As we move forward, we must navigate these opportunities and challenges carefully to ensure that AI contributes positively to the educational landscape we are facing at the moment. So thank you very much for your attention. And I look forward to your questions, discussions, your perspective, your experience in using AI, your best practices, and we can discuss this later on. I thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Yavi. Very great of your research and your explanation that I just get understand that AI is very challenging as well as dangerous in the world because uh, there are some ethical issues and some challenges problem. So for example that if people use AI for bad things, people will get some dangerous way for AI. Okay, thank you, Mr. Yavi. For now on, I'm going to open if there are participants want to ask a question for Mr. Yavi or only want to say something about AI that explained by Mr. Yavi. Please, I give a time for participant to raise hand if you want to ask something. Okay. Okay. Any question? There you are from Mrs. Tia. How can I enhance language learning and teaching process? You can answer it, Mr. Yavi.
All right, thank you very much. I'm listening for music, I guess. Okay. Okay, this is a very good question, and I think I know Ibu Dia is also a language teacher, the same like myself. We work together for international affairs also, and we work together for a language center in our university. We have a best practices on how use well, I should mention these applications to see the English capabilities of our students for the exit to whether they can pass this examination. So this is a standardized test for the students. But yes, I think this is a very important questions to raise, and this is the very important questions for us to be discussing in our conference. That AI can significantly enhance language learning and teaching processes by providing, like personalized, efficient, and engaging educational experiences. We understand that. And there are some AI contributions for this. The first one is that for in terms of personalized learning, that adaptive learning platforms that AI can create customized lesson plans based on individual student needs, and then learning pace, proficiency levels. And at this point, AI can give feedback and corrections, because AI-powered tools can provide instant feedback on pronunciations, for example, on grammar, on vocabulary, and it helps learners correct mistakes in real time. There are a lot of applications for us, for the students of English, or I think all of us educators who are going to learn English. We can use many applications now in our fingertips. I should mention this. In our cell phone, for example, we can just download what we call as you know English Core, just to see the positions of our English at the moment. And through these applications like Duolingo is now recognized by the Ministry of Education for IISMA, IISMA, right? For the International Student Exchange Program, credit transfers and everything. And we can use that application. The second one is that language practices, of course. The conversation simulations, for example, because we have applications like AI chatbots, which can simulate real life conversations, and it allows students or the users to practice speaking and listening skills in a low pressure environment. Like when we come to the class, maybe there is a high pressure environment, but when we have the applications of ours, then we can just have it the conversation in our small room, in our bedroom, for example, with no one else there, and they can provide you with the pronunciation guides, where AI tools can analyze and provide details of feedback on our pronunciation, and it will also help the learners improve their accent and intonation. I would like I don't mention that our English should be like a British English or American English or Australian English. We have our own Indonesian English, just to stress on that point. But then by using the pronunciation guides, they can give you detailed feedback on pronunciation, on how to mention a word based on the real pronunciation. The third one, I have to mention that it can also deal with the interactive learning, like gamification, for example. I mentioned in my paper, which I also profiled for this conference, that AI can incorporate gamified elements into language learning, that it makes the process of engaging and motivating learning environment within the students. We also have like virtual reality. This is more sophisticated one. The AI combined with VR, for example, can create immersive language learning experiences that it places students in virtual environments where they can practice language skills in the context. And the last one, of course, about the accessibility, like translation tools, speech recognitions, for example. The AI powered translation. Now we have many applications, many websites which can provide us with translations, not to mention Google Translate, for example. That, I have to mention that AI-powered translation apps can help students understand and translate text in real time, and it will support comprehension and also language acquisitions. The last one is about accessibility, is about speech recognition. AI can assist students with disabilities by converting speech to text or vice versa, and it facilitates language learning for all students in any cases. I hope I answer your question. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Yafi. And from Mrs. Dia, are there any something that you want to say from the response? Because I believe the answer is very good. Mr. Yafi said there are some language practice and then language learning from AI. So for education, it is very helpful for student. And honestly, I have some experience making music from AI. I didn't use a vocal skill. I didn't use my guitar skill. Only use AI, and then I can make some music. AI is so amazing for today. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Yafi, and thank you, Mrs. Dia, for the question. And the second one, there are several questions for you, Mr. Yafi. So please be prepared and be strong. Okay, for the second question, it is from Mr. Irawan. He say in the chat that how ethical AI used for educational purpose, especially in paper or academic article. Okay, what do you think about that?
Well,
Yeah.
this is very important. And we found many articles now written with, let's say, ChatGPT or, like sites.ai. And we have a lot of problems with that. We are not generating paper with, the academic integrity. We're no longer talking about authorship. We're no longer talking about plagiarism, but it's in the fingertips where we can just input what we are going to talk about in our paper and just put inside on ChatGPT, and then we have the paper. All right. So what I'm going to address, to the ethical issues in educational context, especially in writing papers or academic articles, it involves the idea of transparency, integrity, and respect for intellectual property. We have two things in the transparency and also disclosure. The first one is a clear disclosure, and the second one is the credit authorship appropriately. That if AI tools are used to assist in writing, in research, for example, or in data analysis, their use should be explicitly acknowledged in the work. This includes specifying the type of AI tool and how it was utilized. We have a site to search papers, for example, to make a short, a literature review at the time we are writing our paper. And also we have some assistance to write, for example, then when we write our paper in English, we have Grammarly. Long time ago, we have been using Grammarly. And the AI is now in our Microsoft Word, where editors can help us to increase our readability, our grammar, our structure, and everything. The second one is about, in terms of transparency, is about the credit authorship appropriately. We have to make sure that AI contributions are clearly distinguished for human contributions, and to avoid any misinterpretations of authorship. And the second one is I'm going to talk about the academic integrity. This is the basic one. You can say that this is the core for us as an academicians. We have originality and plagiarism, and also I'm going to talk about critical engagement within this academic integrity. That AI should not be used to generate content that is passed off as original work. We cannot just mention that writing from AI is our own. And so plagiarism, including using AI generated text without proper attribution, I think it violates the academic integrity. The second one is about engagement. While AI can assist in generating ideas or summarizing information, for example, the critical analysis and synthesis of information should be performed by the researcher or the writer. This is about the basic idea of what we call as academicians or academia. And we have, you know, ethical AI use policies. We have institutional guidelines. Many journals now use this, the institutional guidelines, and also an ethical training. Adapt to, you know, institutional policies and guidelines on the ethical use of AI in research and writing. And these guidelines often cover appropriate use of technology in academic settings. We have seen many journals providing information on how we can use AI in our writing processes, what portions, what kind of things we can do with AI in writing our academic writing, for example, in writing our paper. Of course, we need to have ethical training that engage in training in education on ethical use of AI will provide professional academia. It should be provided by institutions or professional organizations. I have examples of ethical AI use in academia. We have literature review assistance, the data analysis, language and grammar checking. At least those three things will help us on how we can use AI properly. So just to scan, for example, papers, large volumes of literatures, it will save our time for researchers to ensure the critical synthesis of information while we usually did this manually. The second one is the data analysis. We sometimes employ AI for complex data analysis tasks, and researchers interpret also contextualize the findings within their work. And just for checking your paper, if you have finished writing your paper, I think you can use AI to assist you in proofreading, improving readability of your academic writing without, you know, altering the original meaning of or contributing to the content creation. Thank you very much. I hope I answer your question.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Yafi. You said that article AI use is can be institutional use and institutional policy.
Yeah.
Even data analysis, they can use for scan paper, AI for research, and AI for data analysis. But honestly, what if AI very useful so they can change people's job? This is happening now in America when Amazon use AI for their job. So, do you think AI is still relatable to education for that?
You mentioned your previously in your statement that you make a song with AI, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's already changed or erased the job of musicians. We just put something in AI, and then the song come up, and every day we can just release new songs, right? Like we can release 10 songs every day. Then we have albums, you know, only for a week. But yes, it is challenging because in terms of education, we are not talking about only transferring knowledge. We are also talking about transferring values. This is something that cannot be replaced from the teacher using technology, using AI. When you are learning about language, for example, you just sit in front of your computers and you just talk to your computers. You drill yourself in front of your computers. I think it will not, the experience of learning in front of the computer will never be the same when you are learning with your friends, when you are learning with your colleagues, when you are learning with your teachers, for example. Because in a real classroom, in offline classroom, we have the idea what we call as a proximity, the proximity between students and the students, and also the students and also the teachers. It will never be replaced with AI or technology. So once again, I have to mention that learning or education is not only about transferring knowledge, but it's also transferring values. Some of the jobs may be replaced by AI, and it will decrease many job sectors in the world. But on that particular thing, that education should also maintain its traditional method, where the interaction between the teacher, the proximity between the students should be existed within the society of education. That's my answer, Pak Rahmat.
Okay, I agree with you. This is a good answer because I've seen that once again in America, Amazon use AI for their job, and then in China maybe Xiaomi use AI for building some factories. So AI is very useful today. But I'm believing in you, and we are in the same position that people are not replaceable by AI because there is something that only people that use heart or love in teaching in education. So uh, AI cannot have love maybe, so that's why people are better than AI. Okay, this is the last question because of the limited time that we have. This is the last question for you, Mr. Yafi. This is from Arbianti. She says, "Hello, Mr. Yafi. I have a question. What are the specific challenges that educators and institutions might face in integrating AI technologies into the language education system in Indonesia? Thank you, Pak. Please."
Thank you very much for the question. We have a lot of challenges. The first one, the very first one is a digital divide, that we have a very limited access to technology. When we are going to talk about technology, then we only talk in Java, for example. Sorry. I have been traveling all across Indonesia. I traveled to Papua recently, like a couple of weeks ago, and I traveled to Jambi, I traveled to Makassar, and many cities in Eastern Indonesia that I witnessed the digital divide, that the access to technology, the access to internet, the access to infrastructure is no longer be the same like Java. So when we are talking about technology, then we only talk about Java, for example, Java Islands, Jakarta, Solo, for example, then it will never be equals. So many students and schools, especially in rural areas, may lack access to necessary technology and also infrastructure, the internet connectivity, for example, which is also required for the AI-based education. I have to mention once again that infrastructure deals is a big deal. That limited infrastructure in some regions can hinder the effective use of AI tools, such as inadequate electricity, for example, insufficient technology devices. The second one is, I think this is equals in Indonesia, is the training and professional development. We have educators may need training to effectively use AI as the tools in their teaching practices. That many teachers may not be familiar with AI technologies and their potential application in language education because they tend to have the teaching and learning process only with the traditional method, for example. And for the language educators, me, myself, and I think in this room, we have Ibu Dia. I think the problem is on the integration of curriculum, the curriculum integration. Alignment with curriculum, that AI, integrating AI tools to the existing language education curriculum can be challenging. That educators need to ensure that these tools complement and enhance the curriculum rather than disrupt this. Yeah. And also the standardization, of course, we are talking about the integration of curriculum, then we also talk about the standardization. There may be, lack of standardized guidelines for incorporating AI into language education. And it will, make uh, make the difficulties to ensure consistency across different schools, across different regions, across different islands, as I mentioned earlier, as the backdrop of my answers. And we have also a problem on the language and cultural context, whether the localizations or the content relevance. I think we can talk about localization and content relevance here, maybe in the next opportunity, if we can deep dive into the integration of curriculum in language learning. And also talking about technology, it also deal with the cost and also funding. We have implementing AI technologies which require significant investment in software, for example, in hardware, training. By securing adequate funding, it can be challenging for many educational institutions. We can just stand in the mirror, then we can see ourselves whether the software is applicable, whether the hardware is applicable or not, whether your institutions or our institution provide trainings for the educators, for the students, and also the idea of cost and funding will also deal with the sustainability, long-term sustainability of AI integration, including ongoing maintenance of and updates on technology, and it can be financially demanding. Thank you very much. That's my answer.
Thank you, Mr. Riafi. That's all of the question for you for today. And I would like to say thank you for the question as well from Mrs. Arbianti, Mrs. Mutiara, for asking some question to Mr. Riafi. Okay, that's it, Mr. Riafi. Thank you for your time, and we wish you to finish the PhD program as soon as possible and get a good score. And we wish you all the best. Thank you for your time, Mr. Riafi. Do you have
Thank you
a
very
last word?
Sorry?
Do you have the last word, something to say?
All right. I'm just going to thank everyone working together in this conference. I truly appreciate that. We have many participants here. We have very tough process of doing this conference. Pak Irawan and Ibu Dia and also Pak Rama and everyone is now behind the screen that I cannot mention one by one. Thank you very much for all the speakers joining to this conference, Jesus and other speakers from foreign countries, from Malaysia and from Thailand and from United States. And I once again thank you very much, and I hope I can see you for our further discussion in the near future. Thank you very much once again.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Riafi. See you again. Okay. Okay, and now we are going to continue to the next event that we have to show you some video from ASEAN because we are in ASEAN. Indonesia is part of the ASEAN. So there are several video, and we are going to show you about Tunas Pembangunan University video. Okay, please take a look at it.
ASEAN way is caring. ASEAN way is sharing. No matter the distance between us, ASEAN still unites as one. still holds our hearts tight to keep us fight as one. No harm can defeat us, no pain can frighten us, since we are always one.
Harmony is what we believe in, no one will be left behind. So we can fly as one, blow our love to the sky, since we are always one.
Let's share our spirits to heal the world. Let our consonants speak out loud. Let the light from the east shine through the clouds. ASEAN still unites as one. Let's share our spirits to heal the world. Let our consonants speak out loud. Let the light from the east shine through the clouds. ASEAN still unites as one. Our spirits to heal the world. Let our consonants speak out loud. Let the light from the east shine through the clouds. ASEAN still unites as one. Let's share our spirits to heal the world. Let our consonants speak out loud. Let the light from the east shine through the clouds. ASEAN still unites as one. ASEAN still unites as one. As it is caring, as it is sharing, ASEAN still unites as one. As it is caring, as it is sharing, ASEAN still unites as one. As it is caring, as it is sharing, ASEAN still unites as
What comes to your mind hearing the word champion? Winner? Success? Or excellence? Being a champion must accomplish many things. Set a goal. Make a timetable. Keep practicing. And choose high-quality educational institutions producing a champion. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta is a champion campus. Kampusnya generasi juara. Our dream to contribute to the nation carries the values of three ciri, three characteristics consisting of pioneering, patriotism, and independence. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta, often called as UTP Surakarta, has three campuses. The first campus is the main building for administrative and public services and the Faculty of Agriculture. The second campus houses the Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, and Faculty of Economics and Business. To support the learning process, we also have a library and laboratories with various facilities. With the international standards, the sports and art building of Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta was chosen as one of the venues for 11th ASEAN Para Games 2022. The third campus serves as a venue for student practice lectures and a hub for non-lecture activities. There are 4 faculties and 13 study programs. Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Agriculture, Faculty of Economics and Business, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education. Diploma of Aircraft Maintenance Technology and Diploma of Applied Smart City Information Systems are vocational programs under the Faculty of Engineering, and postgraduate program in Physical Education. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta also provides a forum for students to channel their interests and talents through various student activity units. The generations of Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta champions has been proven by many achievements in sports, engineering, economics, and business as well as agriculture. To promote Merdeka Belajar Kampus Merdeka, the Independent Campus Freedom to Learn program, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta has collaborated with more than 50 national and international partners in education, government, private sector, and organization. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta has produced many outstanding graduates who have proven to be the champion generation throughout Indonesia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Winarti, Rektor UTP Surakarta. UTP sebagai salah satu institusi pendidikan dengan tagline Kampus Juara, senantiasa aktif mendorong mahasiswa untuk mengikuti kejuaraan di tingkat nasional maupun internasional. Hal ini telah dibuktikan dengan memenangkan berbagai kejuaraan, baik di bidang olahraga, teknik, ekonomi dan bisnis, serta pertanian. UTP memiliki slogan Program Belajar Tepat Waktu. Program ini bertujuan untuk memotivasi mahasiswa agar dapat menyelesaikan kuliah tepat waktu di bawah bimbingan para dosen yang handal dan berpengalaman, serta dilengkapi dengan sarana prasarana akademik yang memadai. Kami persiapkan lulusan yang kompeten, kompetitif, dan berkarakter sebagai tunas-tunas pembangunan bangsa. Jadilah generasi juara bersama UTP Surakarta. UTP Juara.
The spirit of Java describes how Solo has evolved into a dynamic city that is forward-thinking in all fields, including education. As one of the best private universities in Solo, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta has a commitment to educate the nation as well as to develop champions' educations and character. Have you ever imagined yourself as a future champion? Be a champion with Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta.
Okay, and for your information, Tunas Pembangunan University is one of the finest private university in Solo, Indonesia. And this campus was founded by a hero, believe it or not. And they are a former hero of student soldier, or what people call tentara pelajar. And this university was founded by the Brigadier General Mr. Dr. Prakoso and then Mr. Slamet Wirono. They are the hero of Indonesia independency. Okay, after all, we have some faculty. There are Faculty of Economic and Business, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Faculty of Agriculture, Faculty of Engineering, Postgraduate Vocational, and Applied Bachelor. And this university was founded in 17 July in 1980. Okay, that is the information of our university. And then we have some welcoming speech from our rector, Professor Dr. Winarti MSI. Okay, this is the speech. Please take a look at it.
The Honorable Distinguished Guests, esteemed college and value stakeholders. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to the International Conference on Economic, Education, Technology and Environment, hosted by Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta. Our theme, Future Scope for Golden Era 2045, Navigating VUCA 2.0, Synchronizing Economic, Education, Technology and Environment for a Sustainable Future, reflects the significant challenge we face today in the VUCA era marked by volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. These challenges impact business, education, technology, and the environment, making it essential to adapt constantly. Today, we aim to share knowledge and ideas among academic, researcher, government, official, and other stakeholders to prepare for Golden Indonesian. This conference serves as a platform to create strategic and policy that support our vision for the future. By working together, academic, governance, businesses, and the community, we can accelerate progress toward a sustainable and prosperous future. I thank all participants for being heard and contributing to these important discussions. Let us embrace the principle of VUCA 2.0 and work together to navigate our challengers times. I wish you all a productive and inspiring conference. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Professor Winarti. This is what we have been waiting for. We are going to continue our main speaker from Philippines. He is from Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University. And please welcome Mr. Rafael from Philippines. Hello, Mr.
Hello, good morning. I'll just remove my background.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Rafael.
All right. So thank you very much, and I'm very happy to see all of you here. I am in the Philippines right now. You are in Indonesia. That's how we bridge the gap of cross-border education and hopefully to be united soon, no, face to face. But anyway, yeah, thank you for the introduction. I am J.R. Harata, the Director for International Affairs of the Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University. Actually, we've been collaborating for quite some time already. I have several encounters with Mr. Ali Yafi for some international conferences, exchanges already in the past. And I hope that um, with this conference that I'm attending with you, we'll be able to have more collaborations in the future, especially so that my topic for today is on about global partnerships. Please allow me to share my screen, please.
Okay, we are going to show you your PowerPoint.
I'll just be the one to, is it okay? I'll just be the one to.
Yeah, just, okay. Wait for a while. And before we start, maybe I can show you some research about your university. That Don Mariano Minor State University is in La Union. Yeah, in Pagnotan, San Fernando, and Ago. And it has 16,000 students, so many students that you had. And the philosophy is total human development with appropriate competencies. So, and I want to say, mabuhay. Long live, Mr. Rafael. Okay,
You're
this is the
yeah. That's mabuhay.
mabuhay. Okay, this is the PowerPoints, and you can start from now. Okay, then this time is yours, Mr. Rafael. Please.
I can't share my screen.
Yeah, you can share it.
No, it's disabled.
Okay. Yeah. Can you start right now? Can you share the PowerPoint? Okay.
Yeah. It's already here.
Yeah. You can share screen. Okay.
Just a moment.
Okay.
Okay. I hope you're seeing what I'm seeing here on my screen. Did you see it?
Yeah, I have seen it. Global Partnership for Sustainable Future. Okay.
That's right. So, yeah. So, good morning. Again, no. So, I'll be discussing to you the crucial role of global partnerships in fostering a sustainable future, with a focus on the ASEAN context. And later on, I'll be having a quick presentation of our university's strategic internationalization plan. This is actually a comprehensive roadmap that underscores our commitment to global engagement and educational excellence. This is rooted in our vision to become a globally competitive university, and this plan reflects our dedication to preparing our stakeholders to thrive in an interconnected world. So here you could actually see the strategic internationalization, which actually plays a very important role in shaping the educational landscapes of our countries, Indonesia and the Philippines, for example, by embedding global perspectives and practices into our higher education system. For instance, Indonesian universities, just like yours, collaborate under the Erasmus Plus mobility programs, which have seen significant benefits in terms of student and staff exchanges with European counterparts. These exchanges with European counterparts enriches our academic experiences, but also foster our cultural understanding and intercultural competence among the participants. Here in the Philippines, our university, for example, is now involved with the Erasmus plus capacity building in higher education projects. This enabled us to develop new academic programs with our partner universities in European countries. We have partners in Romania, Poland, and Spain, for example, and also Finland. So these are the initiatives that we do, and hopefully, with this strategic internationalization, which will facilitate the sharing of best practices in teaching and the learning methodologies. What is the objectives of global linkages or global partnerships? We have here, of course, the enhancing of the academic excellence through collaboration with our top universities globally, which represent a strategic approach that could elevate the standards of higher education in our country or in your country, for example. So by partnering with institutions worldwide, universities, your university could actually gain access to researches, cutting edge researches and facilities or other advanced methodologies. No? For example, collaborations in research projects with universities in your partner universities, which could lead to breakthroughs in areas such as renewable energy, healthcare, for example, innovation or sustainable development. We could also do this by promoting innovation and sustainability through international partnerships, which is actually a strategic initiative that we could share to leverage or to address the pressing societal challenges, and it will contribute to sustainable development goals. We could also collaborate in technology transfer, which will enable our countries or our universities to integrate innovative solutions to problems in agriculture, what else, healthcare, or the urban planning in our society. There are also key elements of future-ready university. First would be the adaptability and resilience, which are very critical attributes for our countries, Indonesia and the Philippine universities, as we navigate global challenges through a flexible curriculum. I'm not sure, but in the Philippines, we are still doing hybrid curriculum or classroom engagement. Our research initiatives, for example, our international partnerships, these are resilient and adaptable as well. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, our universities swiftly pivoted to online learning modalities and digital platforms to ensure continuity of our education. This adaptability not only demonstrated resilience in the face of the pandemic, but it also highlighted the importance of using technology to enhance learning outcomes and accessibility. And then inclusivity and diversity. These are also fundamental principles for our universities striving to create multicultural environments that would like to foster global understanding, respect of diverse perspectives, and many more. So we could actually embrace inclusivity through promoting equality and then ensuring that our individuals, regardless of backgrounds or identity, they feel valued and supported within the academic community. And then comes the ethical leadership. Ethical leadership is also very important in global engagements. Why? Because when we navigate collaborations and partnerships on a global scale, we emphasize the responsibility towards the attainment of the SDGs or the Sustainable Development Goals. Ethical practices, for example, this ensure that our universities uphold integrity, transparency, accountability in our interactions with our international partners and the stakeholders in general. Okay, and then establishing global partnerships actually requires a strategic planning and also implementation to ensure that our programs, our activities are aligned with our institutional goals. And we could maximize the benefits of the stakeholders involved if we really aligned our programs with our institutional goals and um, um, goals and missions of our university. For instance, the partnership or the partner selection, no? Choosing the right partners is critical to our success of our international collaborations. Our university, for example, we identify institutions that complement with our strengths and our strategic priorities. Now, we are partners with UTP, no? Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta, because we know that your institution, your programs, the activities that you do are also aligned with our strategic priorities. So DIMSUS is actually very happy as well to partner with UTP because of the many opportunities presented and then can be implemented in the future. Okay. And then collaborative programs. Collaborative programs, these are joint degree programs, research collaborations, student and faculty exchanges. These are programs that are essential for enriching our academic offering and promoting cross-cultural understanding. The joint degree programs allows, it allows our students to earn qualifications from both partnering institutions, promoting our strengths of to providing comprehensive educational experiences. For now, we have been exchanging our students with our partner universities in Indonesia, in Thailand, in Canada as well. And this would promote cross-cultural understanding. And then it would enable our students to benefit to the research initiatives of these universities, because these universities might have good research findings that can be adapted or can be cascaded to our university in the future when they come back. So we leverage on these opportunities that can be adopted when we collaborate programs with our partner universities. And then the institutional capacity building, no? Developing this institutional capacity building in international collaboration and cross-cultural communication is also important for effectively managing global partnerships. This include providing trainings and support programs for our faculty and staff who are involved in the cross-cultural exchanges. So if our faculty go to other universities, we offer them not just financial support, but we offer them trainings, language programs, or cultural programs before they change their home, no, from the Philippines to other countries. So there are programs that we could do to promote or to establish global partnerships as well. Another strategy would be for the funding and the resource allocation, no? Securing adequate funding and allocating funds, which are essential because, of course, international programs could not run without funding or without economic resources. So these are also important strategy for us to continue with our international program. So our universities or universities as well could actually seek funding from the government grants or institutional funding agencies. I know in Indonesia you have a lot of fundings, no? For instance, the ICTP, these are funded by the Ministry of Education and Culture in Indonesia, and a lot more. In the Philippines, we also have fundings, but most of the time, our collaborations are funded by the government. For instance, no, one of the strategies that we have benchmark from other bigger universities is that they partner with European counterparts because of the Erasmus program. Erasmus program offers good, no, better financial contributions to the participating students and faculty and staff. So resource allocation, we consider the financial support for travel, the accommodation, the research facilities, and the administrative costs that may arise through the international partnerships. So these are just examples of case studies, no, examples that that we could use, that we could apply into. For instance, the Sea Teacher Project. I know you're familiar with the Sea Teacher Project by CIMEO. No? This is an innovative collaboration among the Southeast Asian universities. And this is aimed to enhancing the quality of the pre-service teacher education within the ASEAN region. We have been participating with the Sea Teacher since 2019. And this year, 2024, we hope to exchange our students, our pre-service education students to your university as well. We also have the ASEAN University Network, or the AUN, which exemplifies successful partnership and collaboration among the universities within the ASEAN region. I think this is funded in 1995, and then the AUM actually aims to promote cooperation in higher education among the ASEAN members. And then one notable initiative under the AUN is the AUN SEED, no, the AUN SEED, or the NET programs, or the ASEAN University Network Southeast Engineering Education Development Program. And this is also supported by the Japan government. So this program facilitates academic research collaboration in the fields of engineering and engineering, civil engineering, electronics engineering, everything about engineering. And then the one I have mentioned earlier about the Erasmus mobility program in the Southeast Asian region. No, this is known for its impact in Europe, and it has extended its reach to foster collaboration or cooperation in education, training, youth, and sports activities in Europe. So in Southeast Asia, including, of course, Indonesia and the Philippines and other Asian countries, the Erasmus mobility initiatives have been very helpful in promoting our academic and cultural exchanges. One project of the Erasmus is the International Credit Mobility, which enables our students, our faculty, our staff from these universities or from our university to teach and to study in our partner universities. And we have been doing this for quite some time already. And then these are some of the collaborations that we did with your university, with your campus. Since 2021, when I assumed the directorship for international affairs here in our university, UTP has been one of our best partners so far because of the open communication that we're doing. The open communication is actually very crucial for any partnership. No, if you want your collaboration, your partnership to prosper, number one is that you should have to keep your lines open, because an open communication would welcome many opportunities from your partner universities. So since 2021, we have been collaborating with UTP. I have been working with Mr. Ali Yafi for quite some time to build different partnerships and activities already. Okay, and then I will just discuss this very quick, because in our university we have already established our DIMSU strategic internationalization plan, because we acknowledge our vulnerability. No, we're not yet there, no, in terms of internationalization. We have been ranked 3 stars by QS, meaning we are already ranked by QS, but there are some areas that we need to master, that we need to really work on, so that we could attain at least 4 or 5 stars. So this strategic internationalization plan, which is approved by our board of regents, is our this is our plan, or this is our aspiration to set out the overall directions and the trajectories of our university in the next 5 years. So this provides us an action plan designed to propel. No, if you could see here, this is an airplane with our DIMSU name, because we want to propel our university forward and to enhance our position in the international, no, at least a global player in the higher education. So in essence, our strategy is to recognize the distinctive commitment to the Sustainable Development Goals and to lift the performance of our university to a much more sustainable future for all of us here at the university. So this is just a very quick presentation of our strategic internationalization plan. We have 4 pillars, and these 4 pillars are these are translated in our own language because our idea is that localization helps us connect with the set priorities on a deeper level and improves our likelihood to resonate, adapting, and transforming content. So by thematizing our pillars for internationalization and by translating it into our local language, meaning we could better connect with our stakeholders. Okay? But there are also challenges, no? There are challenges with global partnerships. Okay, one of which would be the cultural and linguistic barriers for our universities to establish successful global partnerships because of language problems, maybe, no, or the cultural language sensitivity, for example, and then financial constraints. This is one of our problems as well, no? Financial constraints which may pose significant challenges in sustaining internationalization programs in our universities. And lastly would be the political and regulatory challenges. This is also a challenge for us in the landscape of international collaborations because there are some legal frameworks, visa regulations, political climates in the different countries that may require careful planning and compliance. One example is one of our students traveled to a country, no, a university, our partner university in Central Asia, and then suddenly there were riots in the country. So we were not able to send out our students because of these challenges. There are challenges politically in other countries that we are partnering with. Okay, and then strategic internationalization in higher education actually enhances our excellence by integrating global perspectives in our best practices in our curriculum and in our research. So this promotes innovation through collaborative efforts that may provide us with diverse expertise and resources from our international partners. And then looking forward, looking future directions, we have to emphasize sustainability, inclusivity, and our ethical leaderships in global partnerships. This will be very important for our universities because sustainability involves integrating environmental, economic, social considerations into collaborative projects to address global challenges such as climate change, poverty, resource depletion, environmental problems, and many more. No? And then inclusivity, this ensures that our diverse perspectives and our voices are valued and they are respected in the international collaboration as well. So fostering a truly global exchanges of ideas and knowledge would make our programs successful as well. No? So by prioritizing these principles, our universities can not only enhance our academic standing and research impact, but we could also contribute meaningfully to global development as our main objective, no? And then societal well-being in an increasingly interconnected world. Earlier, before I spoke here, you played the song Asha, no, Uniting Us. And I think that is the very purpose of collaborating with universities and having partnerships in the Southeast Asian region because this would unite us as one. So there. So maraming salamat. We say maraming salamat in the Philippines. That's thank you very much in the English language. I am very thankful to UTP for the opportunity to present our topic on global partnerships, and hopefully we may be able to unite as one ASEAN, region. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Rafael. What a nice paper from you. And you say that there are objective of global partnership for enhancing academic excellence and promoting innovation and sustainability. Okay, if are there any question from the participant? Please, if you want to ask, you can raise your hand. If not, you can type in the chat column. Maybe as we waiting for the question, maybe I can ask you first, Mr. Rafael. What do you think about? There are some university that they made MOU or MOA, such as Memorandum of Understanding and Memorandum of Acceptance with one to another country. But at the end, after they made some promise, they didn't follow that promise. Only make MOU and MOA, but this only planning, nothing going to be the real things to do. What do you think about that?
Actually, you're right. No? There are a lot of universities who do the MOU signing just for the sake of signing, but they do not implement the agreements stated in the MOU or MOA. I think the university should be more careful in planning. I remember earlier when I discussed about strategic partnership, you have to make sure that the alignment of your university with your partner university, because through the alignment you could better gauge what programs. You could also measure the extent of the activities that you'll be conducting with your partner universities. Yes, you are actually right. No, there are universities who just do the signing because their partner universities are famous. For example, these are universities in the US, in Europe, for example, and that would add credentials to their university because they are partnering with bigger, no, they are partnering with popular universities. But I think the solution there is that you have to identify your partners that are really aligned with your objectives, with your vision and then mission. No? Um, in our university, we don't count the numbers, but we actually evaluate the depth and the richness of the partnership that we have been doing with our partner universities. What we do is we monitor the partnerships. We only have, to be honest with you, we only have 38 partner universities as of this year, 2024. Uh, but in our office, we have memorized all of these 38 universities. In other universities, they have even hundred partners. No, we make sure in our university we only have limited universities, but we know all of them. No, we know the director for international affairs of this particular universities. We know their strengths, their weaknesses. We know the programs that we conduct. No, so it's not the quantity of the partnerships that we have, but on the quality of the collaborations that we are doing with this partner universities.
Okay, so you have 38 partnership from university and then 100. So it's not about quantity but quality. Yeah, that's very cool. Even I know that you have been teaching in Bangladesh as well. That's very
Yeah.
cool. We have made some research from you. Okay. Okay, this some question from Mrs. Diana Dewi. What are the key elements of a successful international partnership for a university aiming to become future ready? And how can these elements be effectively implemented? Okay, please answer it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ma'am Dewey, no, Diane Dewey. This is actually a very crucial question, but I would like to answer this by mentioning the key element that I have already discussed in my presentation. But I would like to highlight, I think, the fourth one, which is the financial funding. Because in our university, it's a state-funded university. So as a state-funded university, we rely on the budget of the government. And as you all know, Philippines may not provide us the best quantity of funding allocation, but for a successful international partnership to work, there should be good financial funding as well. So what we do, even though we have limited budgets, we seek global partnerships with richer countries. For example, the Erasmus programs that I have been telling you. One of the strategies that we have benchmarked with our partner universities, that they are partnering now with European countries in the hopes that this EU, no, the European Union, may be able to fund and sustain the collaborations that we have been doing. This year, our target is that in our university, our target is to have 6 partners in Europe. We already have a lot of partners in Indonesia, in Thailand, Vietnam, but we are still seeking for more. No, we're not stopping our partnership with Indonesia and Thailand because we have already a lot. We still accept a partnership. But then our target this year is to have 6 partners in Europe because of the Erasmus program, because they help sustain the partnership. They provide funding, they provide research collaborations, etc., but more on the funding. So yeah, to answer your question, Ma'am Diana, I think one of the best elements, because I have already discussed this earlier, but I would like to reiterate that the best elements for successful international partnership would be resource allocation and then funding as well. Because I know Mr. Ali Yafi would agree with me that it is difficult to run a global activity without funding. So it's very important that you have resource allocated for this particular activity so that it will happen, so that it will work. No? To become a future ready university, you have to be, partnering with universities that could also provide you with making you a future ready university. Okay? But do not get me wrong, no? Do not partner with a university with the hopes of you gaining from them. It should also be a two-way process. You gain from them at the same time. They also benefit from you as your partners. So I think I hope I have answered your question.
Yeah, thank you for the answer. There's a question from Mrs. Diana. Okay, Mrs. Diana, are you satisfied with the answer from Mr. Rafael? Yeah, I believe you do. You do satisfied with the answer. Okay. And what kind of your target maybe after your 6 year? I've read that in your paper. The MMSU have some target for the until 2026 maybe. And what next after that?
Yeah, we target that until 2028. Our target is to become a global leader.
Okay.
The objective of our university president is to become a globally ranked university. Right now, the motto of our university, the vision of our university president is to embrace world-class standards. And we see that we are already embracing world-class standards. So the vision until 2028 is that we are now globally ranked university. Globally ranked university, which means that we are now part of the maybe top 1,000 or 500 universities in the world. I know that is very ambitious, that is very idealistic, but if we work together, then we may be able to achieve the target of the university. I'm actually pressured right now, no, because our university president is very aggressive to internationalization. So he wants that everyone should be involved with the partnership. There are a lot of opportunities coming in the university, scholarships abroad, training abroad, and our university president would like everyone to participate in this international activity. So our office is actually very busy, coordinating with all our partners, our students, our faculty members who would like to avail of the opportunities presented by global partnerships.
Yeah, so university want to be a global leader. I mean, we wish you all the best for that. We wish can collaborate between my university and your university. Okay, there is a new question from Kurniawati Darmaningrum. Good morning, Mr. Jesus. Thank you for your exceptional presentation. It brings us a new perspective for us. I have a question. How can universities leverage global partnership to address sustainability challenge? And what are some successful case studies of such collaboration?
Okay. Yeah, thank you for the question. I think I may not be able to answer the successful case studies of such collaborations because, for instance, we have been doing this right now. Our partner university, for instance, in the US, the University of Tennessee in Knoxville, we are partners. We are partnering for a sustainability project, but still an ongoing project. We seek mentorship out from this partner in the US for us to be able to, conduct more activities related to sustainability, addressing SDG, something like that. In the recent times higher education impact ranking, we submitted our paper we submitted the university for ranking. One of the strengths of the university that we could see is on the SDG 14, which is life below water. Primarily because our university, if you will visit our university, we are located or we are near coastal areas. No, there are three campuses, just like UTP. We also have three campuses. These three campuses are located near the beaches, the coastal areas. So we do a lot of activities that address SDG 14, which is life below water. So what we do, we seek partnerships, we seek global partners that are also interested with SDG 14, which is life below water. Okay. Among the 38 partnerships that we have, there are only few that can offer us opportunities for partnership with SDG 14. But right now, it's an ongoing project. We have also collaborated with the Embassy of France because there are a lot of opportunities provided for coastal cleanup, researches on biodiversity, etc., etc. Although I'm not familiar with all of this because I am in the field of language and communication, but I do understand that the partnership may focus on the sciences because of one SDG that we are addressing, which is the Sustainable Development Goals number 14, life below water. So how can universities leverage global partnerships to address sustainability challenges? There, you have to partner with universities that also have the same aspirations with you. No? We want to we want to fulfill SDG 14 as our main mandate, no? Because we are in the coastal area. So we want our university to be relevant in the community. We are a university, but we are not helping the coastal community, then it might be useless, no? So what we do is that we really maintain our presence in this coastal area, in this coastal community, and then to fulfill SDG 14. And then we partner universities that could help us also contribute to the attainment of this particular sustainable development.
Okay, so we need partnering strategic with other university, and we have some new sustainability for that. Okay, and thank you for the answer, about a good answer. And what about the research, Mr. Rafael? We know that you have made some research and it was collaboration. For example, you made some research title that is Ruang Guru Community as a Reflection of Future Learning in Time of COVID-19. After that, use of computer-aided instruction in enhancing English grammar performance of college students. And the last one, the good one, I think everything is good, but interactivity in e-sport, future learning from the choice and attributes perspective on offline news. How could you make some collaborative research with other universities and that can enhance our skill and enhance our power of our university?
I'm not sure if I got your question right, but you're asking about how could we seek global partnership for research. Is that right? Sorry.
What do you think about your research? That's a simple question. What do you think
Okay.
about your research and it was so collaboration with other university?
Mm, okay. Yeah. So we have collaborated two researchers already with one university in Indonesia. These researchers are into ruang guru, um, online teaching in the time of pandemic, and the other one is about the news, the esports news. because my field is into communication. So I make it sure that I have also brothers, brothers and then sisters in this field of interest. So myself, I work with them during the pandemic. I collaborate with them through the exchanges, through online exchanges, and then we write papers for particular topics. Especially the topics that we have selected is on communication, social media, and community development, which is the Ruang Guru. I think for you, for all of us here in this virtual meeting, you could actually do the same. No, research collaboration should not just be done face to face. It could also be done through online. As long as you have to know your partners very well. No? You have to know your circle. If you are into sciences, you have to build your community of science educators, or you have to build your own niche in your particular field. Um, a successful research collaboration is, of course, you have to have open communication with your partners and collaborators. My apology because it's already raining very hard here in the Philippines. I could not I could barely hear you.
Yeah, your policy, I know it is very good. Okay. Maybe this one is the last question, Mr. Rafael. Yeah, the last question from Atilusia. Hello, Dr. Charata. Thank you for your presentation. I have a question. What are the key elements of successful international partnership for a university aiming to become future ready, and how can these elements to effectively implemented? Yeah, this is the last question.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for the question. Your question is on the elements of successful international partnership and how can this be implemented. Okay. I think you have. I think which is the best answer there would be your foresight. You have to have your foresight with you. A successful international partnership, if you really want to aim to become future ready, you have to have your vision, no? Your foresight with you, what you really want to become. Our strategic internationalization plan is built on a vision of our university president. So the element would be your vision, your mission, your objectives, and your philosophy, no? As a university as well, no? In the university, we are anchored on the vision, mission, and the philosophy of our leaders, of our university president. And in 6 or 5 years from now, we are already envisioning a university which is like this. No? So we envision a university to become a globally competitive university, a global leader, or a globally ranked university. No? So for you to become a future ready university, number one is that you should begin to have your own your foresight. No, you have to visualize what you would like to become in the future, because when you imagine, when you, as they say, when you imagine your dream, it will be a reality. No, so you have to be you have to build a good foresight with you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rafael, for the answer. And that was the last question for today, and we are so happy that you won't spare your time for us. We really appreciate that, and such an honor for us that you can visit our university as well. And we hope that next year there is a TMMSU joining this conference again. That's what we hope from you and your team, maybe. That's it. Mm. Do you have
Yeah.
any more? Hmm?
Thank you very much. I am actually very happy to be with you today. And I am also very much glad to have a participative audience. Your audience have been participative, which makes me, more excited to the possibility of meeting you in the future, there in Indonesia, or you coming here in the Philippines, maybe next year or some other time. Thank you very much for the invitation.
Yeah, perhaps we can meet Indonesia or in La Union in Philippines, maybe. We never know tomorrow, okay? Uh, Once again, we would like to say thank you for you and wish all the best for your university and also for your career as well. That's what we hope from you. And thank you, Mr. Rafael, and we wish you all the best. Thank you. Hmm. Okay, and now we are going to the last session from Indonesia. And he is Mr. Slamet Santoso. But before we are going to start, I must tell you that in the last section there are parallel Zoom that you have to attend, where you can present your research or paper. There are 4 rooms, and there are economic, education, technology, and environment. So you must prepare for your paper, and then you can show your best for the presentation. And we are going to end our session in 3 p.m. of Indonesian time. So please be prepared, and we are going to see your skill, because at the end we are choose one of the best speaker and then one of the best paper. So there are some rewards from you that we are planning to give for you. If you have any question, you can ask in the group of participants, or you can ask directly to Tiara for now. Okay, and now we want to call Mr. Slamet. Hello, Mr. Slamet. Hello, Mr. Slamet
Okay,
Santoso.
thank you very much.
Yes, he is a Dr. Slamet Santoso, MPD. He is a lecturer in Tunas Pembangunan University. He just got his doctoral not long ago, just a moment ago. And then I just knew that we live nearby. He lives around my house, so he is my neighborhood. How are you, Mr. Slamet? Okay, hello, Mr. Slamet.
Speakernya dibesarkan.
Okay, I
It's
can't
okay.
hear your
Okay.
voice.
Alright, siap.
Hello, Mr. Slamet. Hello, hello. Okay, maybe there is some technical trouble. That's okay. He is on preparation for the presentation, and he is a lecturer in sport, Fakultas Keolahragaan in Indonesia, and he has topic of presenting class program. Okay, we still waiting. Have you finished, Mr. Slamet, for your technical problem? Okay, that's okay. Never mind. Okay, I want to maybe say hello to our participant for today that's still active. For example, hello, Mrs. Siti Arina Sanat from Malaysia. Hello. Hi. And then Mrs. Nancy from Kenya. Hello. Hello. She is from Kenya, but she study in Semarang, Indonesia. And there are other participants as well, such as Mrs. Ermisola. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Thank you for participating. Yeah.
Tapi saya gini, kehadiran itu.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ermisola. Okay, have you finished, Mr. Slamet?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The Honorable Committee's moderator and all participants of the Second International Conference on Economy, Education, Technology, and Environment 2024. I'm honored and happy to be able to speak before you all to represent result of my work entitled A Parenting Class Program. I want to introduce myself. My name is Slamet Santoso from Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta.
Okay, are you ready, Mr. Slamet?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. And please, if you near someone that turn on the voice, please ask them to turn off the voice so there are not some some noisy in the background of your voice. Okay, so Mr. Slamet,
Okay,
yeah, the time is yours. You can present your paper. Thank you.
okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Committees, Moderator, and all participants of this, the Second International Conference on Economy, Education, Technology, and Environment 2024. I'm honored and happy to be able to speak before you all to present the result of my work entitled Parenting Class Program. Providing good and quality education requires a good plan and program, a cooperative relationship between parents, teacher, and community as a form of partnership. The partnership between the school and the family is very important because the family, as well as a parent, are the first and foremost educator for the children. However, in reality, there are still many parents who hand over their children education to the school. A school acts as a family partner in implementing a quality program and more systematic education. Children needs are so complex. Not all of them can be met by the school or family. Collaboration between parents and teachers is a must in education. School obligate to encourage partnership, collaboration, and involvement of parent in advancing quality education through parent class program. In order to increase parent knowledge and insights and realize a quality education through a collaboration and partnership with parents, the government has adopted a policy regarding the information and role of parent, of family members, and community, which is regulated in law number 20 of 2003. Based on this, education must be carried jointly between school, families, and the educational community, which is called the three center of education. This partnership and parent involvement program aims to establish a good cooperation so that we can collaborate well and elix educational program as well as school, family, and community education. As an education tree center, in order to build a safe, comfortable, enjoyable, and conducive educational ecosystem so that it can form a character and achievement of student. The three education center and the involvement and role of parent and the law is regulated in law number 20 of 23. A family education through parent class as a form of cooperation and collaboration has been issue regulation of the Minister of Education and Culture, Permendikbud number 30 of 2017. Concerning family involvement in education implementation. The family, through parent, has a big role and contribution to the growth and development of children to walk a better and more complex life. The parenting skill of parents consists of a mother and father will greatly influence various level of cognitive or intelligence, affective or attitude, and psychomotor or movement skill. Development of children. For this reason, a parent's ability and skill must always be improved. Parent skill in raising children show that they can become better, can be obstinate, be attending parents class. Activities such as parenting class activity to help families understand child development. Appropriate parenting skill, home condition, and support children learning and help school obtain information about children. A teacher or educator can start by listening to any complaint or problem faced by parent to get information about their student. Parent class is a form of association or community between parent and the school or teachers who become one unit in the class to carry out a collaborative process in learning with the aim of improving ability, insight, thinking pattern, and parenting pattern, as well as to the aim of improving abilities, insight, thinking pattern, and parenting pattern, as well as to establish intensive communication between people. All with teacher in the hope of getting better. This parent class is a forum for parents or guardians. Their father, mother, or the brother, sibling, etc. in one class according to their child class education level. In parents class activity, school can bring in an expert to explain and provide a training to solve problem and discuss children educational development. The form parent class activity can be in the form a workshop that introduce school policy, a curriculum, and physical education learning material for one semester, as well as program for carrying out care from a physical education perspective. So that parent insight, knowledge, and ability increase, which in the end parents can monitor, guide, direct, and facilitate children in studying physical education and sport. Parenting class program principle. Though first, agreement between stakeholder, parents, teacher, and community in implementing the parent class program. Second, equality of position, equality and mutual respect. The number three, equalization of right, obligation, duties, and responsibility in education. The number four, harmonize and agree on the slogan of the parents class, explore potential and support great children. The number five, the position between teacher and parents is balanced. Both have duties and responsibilities in accordance with their main duties and function. The number six, strengthen each other in realizing good collaboration. Parenting class program. For the program to run well smoothly, it must be planned careful and well. The implementation of the parent class program must be planned systematical and programmatical so that this partnership and collaboration program can be accommodated and implemented well and the expanded achievement target in accordance with the planning. The program planning states that will be implemented in this parent class consists of the following activity. The number one of identification of need. The mindset and perception between teacher and parents sometimes different in an effort to create a quality learning atmosphere. Several things that can be done to equalize to the mindset between teacher and parents. One of which is by identifying each other's needs. Every parent has different needs, hopes, and desire for their children who are just entering elementary school. To equalize this need, hope, and desire, the educational unit, school principal, or physical education teacher must act as an agent of change, initiator, facilitator, motivator, in charge of partnership and collaborating with parent and the community. The elementary school level education unit is the organizer of partnership and collaboration program through this parent class by identifying and analyzing the following needs. Identification of problem with physical education learning outcome in terms of cognitive or intelligence, affective or attitude, and psychomotor or movement skill. Aspect of student. Identify student health and physical fitness. Analysis of parent class program needs in terms of student, parents, and educational units. The number two, identify potential parents. Identify potential parents through educational background, work hobbies, and other abilities. The potential identification efforts aim to assist in forming parents' class management and as a follow-up to others program. The number three is motivates parents. Parents sometimes do not understand the meaning of education. So they hand over their children education to the school, even through the duties and responsibility of education, not only the school, but also the parents and the government. Teacher as a motivator not only motivate their student, but must also be able to motivate the parents to get involved, partner, and collaborate in overcoming the problem faced by their student or children. The number 4, establish parent-class management. The first step before become parent-class a teacher and class is that a teacher will acts as a facilitator must first identify needs and potential of parent. Formation of parent class management or committees that involve a teacher and parents with the hope of partnering and collaborating well to achieve the parent class on achievement target. The basic principle of forming parent class management shall be based on the will, ability, and potential background of each parent. The management structure that must exist at a minimum includes chairman, a secretary, a treasurer, a physical education coordinator, facility and equipment coordinator, and public relation. However, it does not rule out the possibility for a teacher to be able to develop the management structure to suit need. The number 5, arrange the program. In the first stage, after the management structure and organization structure of the parent class program, a well-formed and mature, the next step is to prepare a work plan from each field, which will be led by the chairman with the direction of the physical education teacher. This program plan must be in accordance with the applicable educational curriculum, wilderness lands, especially in physical education lesson. Arrange the program that will be implemented such as the subject matter according to the semester program in the physical education curriculum. According to the level of education and class, what is the companion facility coordinator, facility and equipment, participant, public relation, and consumption. The number 6, prepare an activity schedule. The preparation of schedule of activities for follow-up parent class program that will be carried out at home or in their respective area must be programmed clearly, the time and place, a number of meeting, and so on. The number 7, implementasi the program according to the agenda. The implementation of the parent class program and the activity schedule can be used as a reference for implementation in the field. However, if there are obstacles or change to the agenda, we can implement another program to suit the situation and condition. The implementation of this parent class program consists of several activities that will be carried out, include parenting class in their respective home or areas, namely parents or community members who are competent as a teacher for the children in the learning process, and the material taught must be in accordance with the subject matter that has been mutual agreed upon in the parent class program. Strengthening our collaboration program, be filing out connecting card as well as teacher, parents, and children. And connecting card, children and parents. The connecting card here is a card that contains a certain column format that must be filled in by teacher and parents relating to important event at school. Learning outcome, student attitude, as well as a problem faced by a student at school and at home that need solution from the outside. Teacher and parents, this connected card can be filled out every week by the physical education teacher at school and give to parents to fill in and provide a response to problem that occur once a week. Meanwhile, the relation card between teacher, student, and parent is similar to the relation card between teacher and parents. But its use is more to find out the extent of student interest and learning experience. The difference is column format and time to fill out this card. This card is filed in by student after learning. The content is in the form of student learning, experience, and impression on that day, which are the gift to parents that day to fill in by providing feedback. The number 8, evaluation and reflection. Every activity starting from planning, implementation, and the end of the activity must always be evaluated and reflected. On the analyze its shortcoming and weakness to be corrected so that it becomes better. In this parenting class collaboration model, that school and teacher acts as. Number one is initiator, namely the party who is initiated and takes the initiative to build collaboration. The number two, facilitator, namely is facilitating collaboration between teacher, parents, and the community. Motivator, namely is teacher, provide motivation or encouragement to parents, class participant. The number four, manager, namely is managing and controlling this parent class so that it's run according to the program. Parents have various function and the role. Yeah, the process of online learning from home utilize a digital platform, namely a WhatsApp, groups, study halls, teacher room, YouTube, your meeting cloud, Facebook, a learning management system or LMS. Besides, the learning also takes place using some widely developed but a learning platform such as Google Classroom, Edmodo, Sologi, Model, etc. The use of digital technology is not an easy thing, especially for parents who have to accompany their children during online learning. A parent's ability to use a digital technology and educate their children varies based on their educational, social, and cultural background. This raises a further problem in the online learning process from home. When studying at home, the duties and responsibilities of parents are limited to assisting and being good teacher for their children. Parents have various functions and roles. Parents are as mentor, parent facilitator, parent as motivator, parents as informants, and a role model for their children. The response and enthusiasm of parents in educational program through this parenting class. The number one, parents are aware of their duties and responsibility toward their children. The number two, parents feel more valued and respected because they are involved in school program. The number three, the role of parents in educating children is getting clear and more program. The number four, parents and teacher works together in monitoring the behavior and development of children. The number five, people can motivate children with motivational theories. Number six, the function of parents as a facilitator, mediator, motivator, and collaborator is getting real and clear. The number seven, people and children can carry out sports together to maintain good health, physical fitness, and body endurance. The number eight, but parents can accompany and create a learning situation at home that are safe, comfortable, and enjoyable. Okay, greeting class parents. Thank you very much. Great parent, involved parent, the fitness parent.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Slamet, for your
Okay, thank you.
explanation. And
Yes, okay, thank you for opportunity. I will return it to the moderator.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. This was very good, Mr. Slamet, and I believe that parenting is very important because I have seen some families when the parenting is not good, turns out that their children is not quite smart or not quite polite. That's a huge impact for the parenting. Okay, for now, I'm going to open a discussion session. If any of you want to ask, you can raise your hand in the Zoom, or you can write in the chat column in the Zoom. Okay, are you relaxed now, Mr. Slamet? You ask your friend, okay? Okay, thank
Okay,
you,
I'm
Mr. Slamet.
ready.
Yeah. This is some question from Mrs. Diana Dewi for you. She asked, the material presented was really interesting and can be explained and given a concrete picture of the process of providing motivation to parents, which is visible on the parenting class program slide. Okay, that's the question. Can you answer that, Mr. Slamet?
Okay, thank you very much. I will try to answer question from Ms. Diana Dewi. Parents sometimes do not understand the meaning of the education, so they hand over their children education to the school, even though the duties and the responsibility of education not only the and but also the parents and development. Teacher as a motivator not only motivates their student, but must also be able to motivate parents to get involved, partner and collaborative in overcoming the problem faced by the student or children. Because educational, social, culture, occupational, and other background makes each parent a mindset different. Parents do not yet understand how important parents class in making the children become great people. Therefore, when people don't want to take part in parent class activity, they need awareness and motivation to be interested in participating in parenting class program or activity. There are several program solutions that can be used. One, making parents aware of how important it's to increase their insight into how to educate and care for children. The next, increasing parents understanding regarding their roles, duties, and responsibilities in caring for children. The next is socialization. Yeah? Introduce the meaning of parenting class in department and providing information about the benefit after participating in the parenting class program. Next, agreement between the stakeholder, parents, teacher, and community in implementing the parenting class program. Equality of position, equality and mutual respect, equalization of right, obligation, duties, and responsibility in education. Equity and agree on slogan for the parenting class, creates parent, involved parent, dignified parent. So let's work together to make children great. The greatness of children is due to the greatness of parents in educating their children. When their child become great and achievers, it will make their parent more dignified. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for the answer, Mr. Slamet. It was a very good answer. But for I believe that parenting is very important for everybody because uh, some of the families they are not good in the parenting program, so their children it comes out they are not smart enough or to be brave enough to challenge to face the world. And for you, do you think that parenting is important for a new family or before they make a family? What do you think that, Mr. Slamet? When they start a family or before they have the family? Mm.
Yes, parenting is a very important because there's a many benefit.
Yeah, and the family is very important. Yeah. And the parenting is also very good for the new ones or the before they start one, because this education is for everybody, not only for a new family, but also when they want to start a family, they have a good education to how to make a good education for a family. Okay, thank you, Mr. Slamet. And now, and the next question, you are so popular, so you have some several question. It is from Ninda Arjuna. So she asks you, hello, Mr. Slamet. Thank you for your presentation. I have a question. Is there any special material that can be provided in the parent class program to make parents mentor to their children? Okay, please, you can answer, Mr. Slamet. Okay, you can answer on the question from Mrs. Ninda Arjuna. Boleh dijawab, Bapak, dari pertanyaan dari Ibu Ninda Arjuna?
Okay. Okay, thank you, Miss Ninda. Parents and the first mentor for children who establish a relationship, a profit love, a profit sense of security, protection, and must be able to encourage children to be open and willing to accept family education. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for the answer, Mr. Slamet. And maybe we should remember that we are live together in our neighborhood. So tomorrow will be 7 August of Independence Day. So don't forget that we have a ceremony in our house. Yeah, something like that. Okay, and now I want to continue to the next question. This is from Widyanita. And she asks, oh, this is on the long question. Thank you, Mr. Slamet, for the presentation. Maybe my question will general about teaching. Talking about the student needs, we can say that every student always needs different things based on their condition and background. Does it does this program have a fundamental training or education that should be done by every student? And then they will go on according to individual needs, or how the method, what is the method to achieve for the expected outcomes for student? Okay, please, you can answer it.
Okay, parents role models for their children in behaving and caring for their life in society. Parents have who contribution, influence, and responsibility in direction children life because the children behavior and way of thinking will be shaped by the parent behavior and way of thinking, both in positive and negative term.
That's all, Mr. Slamet. Hello?
Parents as a manager have a role to organize, control, plan, and evaluate their children life so that they can minimize a mistake. Okay, thank you.
Okay, that is finished, Mr. Slamet. Sudah selesai?
Yes, finish.
Okay, yes. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Slamet, for the answers. Very good answer. And maybe we have the last question from Muhammad Hayumas. And he's writing in the column section in the chat. Hi, Mr. Slamet Santoso. That was nice presentation about parenting. And I have a question for you. What do you think about digital literation to the parents for education children in this era? Because we know that nowadays every literature is changed from the paper to digital. For example, long time ago when I read some comics book, I always visited some store to buy a comics. And now I don't have to looking for a comic. I can see a website for a comic, and then for a paper maybe I don't have to looking for a paper in the some store. I just need to find it in the online. And it's a good question from Muhammad Hayumas. He asks you, how about the digital literation for a family? Is it good or bad, or what do you think? Because internet usually have two sides, good or and bad. Some good reason we can follow the education from internet, but the bad example from internet very actually influence people in the bad way. So what do you think about digital literacy for parents?
I'm sorry, the sound is cut off.
Okay, gimana?
Can you restart it?
You can see in the chat
Is
column.
any question?
Yeah. Okay. From Muhammad Hayumas. Yeah. He has some question for you. What do you think about digital literation? Okay. Yeah, as we waiting from the answer, I want to say something for the participant that after this there are some parallel room. There are 4 rooms for every one of you. There are economic, education, technology, and environment. I want to say for you that please be prepared because we as organizer want to be professional as we could. So the time is we try to on time, so you can start later in 12:45 in the Indonesian time. Okay, back to again for Mr. Slamet. Can you answer the question from Muhammad Hayumas?
Okay, I will answer. Sorry, the sound is cut off. Digital literacy is good. No, we just need to monitor and accompany it so that is not measured by children, and children can get the benefit from literacy. Okay, thank you.
Okay, very simple the answer. Thank you, Mr. Slamet, for the answer. It's very good of you. And I have to tell you that Dr. Slamet Santoso is a lecturer in Tunas Pembangunan University, and he is a very funny guy and very fun to have a small talk with you or to talking about something with you, Mr. Slamet. Okay, before we end this section, do you want to say last word or maybe something that you want to say before we end this section, Mr. Slamet? Do you want to say something, Mr. Slamet, before we end today? Apakah ada yang mau disampaikan, Bapak?
Okay, thank you very much. Sorry, there seem to be signal interference. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Slamet, and we hope that you have a good health and you have a succeed in your career for the next after doctoral. I hope that you could become a professor, maybe guru besar from the lector and then lector kepala. After that, guru besar. So we will happy for you. We all are happy for you for your achievement. And thank you very much, Mr. Slamet, Mr. Dr. Slamet Santoso. We are pleased and want to say thank you for your attendance today. Thank you, Mr. Slamet. Okay, and now we are going to the next program. So in the column chat to prepare the parallel room, we use the same link Zoom, and the committee will help to direct participant in the room at 12:30. Please rename with format, a room number, full name, and J. Okay, so we have 4 sections, and we divided to 4. There are economic, education, technology, environment. And there are some several rules that you have to remember. You must on your camera, and then you must speak in English as well, because this is international event. So if you speak in your bahasa, maybe you speak in Melayu or speak in your word in your country, so maybe other people cannot understand about what you say. So please that you speak in English. Even though you are not quite good or quiet
White.
fluently, but it's okay. We still appreciate that you want to speak in English. Okay. Okay, before we end this section, any question? Okay, from Ermisola, please no attendance. Please no attendance list.
Yeah.
We have
We're here from the morning.
Okay, we have Mrs. Ermi. You can see in the group participant chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't have it, we will
There it is.
directly send to you, Mrs. Ermi Sola.
Okay,
Yeah.
here it is. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. The
No
other
taking
participant.
picture, sir? No taking picture?
We already had our taking picture, Mrs. Ermi Sola, in the
Okay, for the
beginning.
second,
Yeah.
the third session, no?
No. In the beginning, we already take a picture.
Only once.
Only one. Okay.
I see.
Maybe
But
later,
I'm-
yeah. Maybe I will ask the moderator later in the every section that they have some picture together. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Mrs. Ermi Sola is from Malaysia, isn't it?
No. I'm from Makassar.
From Makassar. Oh, Sulawesi. Yeah. Okay.
That's
Thank
right.
you for your participation.
Okay,
Maybe
good
we will
mentioning.
have some picture together in every section. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The other,
Okay.
do you have any question for later? Okay, no question. Please be remember that we will choose the best paper and the best speaker. We will have some reward to give to you if you are the
Oh,
champion.
great.
Okay.
Great.
Okay, thank you for today. We will end this section, and please be reminded that we will meet again at 12:30 Indonesian time and West Indonesian time or waktu Indonesia Barat. Okay, thank you. And yeah, that's it. And some participant, we will see you again for tomorrow for the next main speaker. They are from United States of America. He is from Louisiana State University. And then we have some speaker, Mr. Harry from Gajah Mada University. So that is the information. Thank you for today. We are as organizer want to give you the best so you are feel very satisfied and comfort with our event. Thank you very much and see you again.